Today's seminar on Engineers Part 2 Entrepreneurship utilizing IT Incubator. Next session, we are going to start with our respected speaker, Mr. ASM Abdul Motin, Chairman, Global Resource Augmentation and Management Limited, serving present expectations and challenges of entrepreneurship. Please, sir.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We human beings, we are born original. And as a human beings, we really should expect we should die original. In most of the events, we love to copy. I would request, let us not copy anything in life. Copy can only make us a copy, never original. But certainly, with all due respect, we should take the references and follow the great path of all successful people in the world. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, though the numbers are very less than ladies and girls, distinguished guests, high officials from the government, the decision-making body, respected teachers, and the chairs of this morning, and the chief guest. Assalamu alaikum, and a very, very good morning to all. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today I am here to talk about expectation and challenges of entrepreneurship. In order to get into my topics, I would just first like to say that it has three very strong and important components. Firstly, it's expectation, then it is challenges, then it is entrepreneurship. Let's start with the word expectation. Globally or in this room, mostly, if the word expectation relates to entrepreneurship, the definition is very simple. Get success in business through a startup company and then put yourself in a good position in the society. But ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you very loudly, if you route with this concept and with this philosophy, very likely that you will fail to your expectation and the end line, your success to be an entrepreneur. Why I am confidently saying this? Because most of the time we talk about the rising sun, we talk about the success story, Google, Apple, Facebook. We really do not know many companies, many thousands of startup companies, they die in illusion, despite of billions and billions of dollars of invested by the venture capital and by the different white and dark funds, because they really fail to determine their true expectation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, from here, if we look at the word challenges, many of us, we can say, in the entrepreneurship, we can have a list of many challenges. You can say 5, I can say 10, other people could say maybe hundreds. In our few minutes discussion over a cup of tea, we have been talking mostly about challenges. Please, as a young boys and girls, forget about the challenges. List. Because once you go for listing challenges, mostly you will come up with the negative challenges list. And that will distract your mind. If you ask me honestly, the only one challenge is, in order to be a good entrepreneur, is a mindset. What do I mean by that mindset? We have to set our mind very positively and have the ability to critically analyze what is that positive thing. Well, what is challenge? It's nothing but opposite to success. Then what is success? That is the place probably as a young man, as a middle-aged man, or as an old man, we define the word success very wrongly most of the time in our lifetime. We always think success is a destination. The moment we think that, that's the moment we fail. Why do we fail? Because we think, well, I set up a startup company, I make $5 million, or I take a cap to $10 million, I become somebody in the society, that's it. So it's my destination. Actually, I cannot really have any destination, and I really die in the beginning. The true definition for an entrepreneur or for anybody and everybody of success is, it is a journey. If it is a journey, then if you can really understand success is never a destination, it's a journey, then the whole highway of your journey will be always smooth. But then, at every point of time, you have to really remember, is this journey goes very smooth all by itself? No, never. You have to ask a couple of questions in your mind at all times. What are those? 3 questions. If you ask at all times, definitely you will be a successful man. The first thing, where am I? How I am here? What should I do next? Let's do that practice with the student right here. You people are sitting here. Where am I is the answer of that. You are here. Why you are here? Because you are best of the best out of the society. You competed with your merit, you come to the public university. So you are getting the subsidized best quality teachers, best quality environment, best quality education. So you are here because of that. Then what do you do next? Well, you might think, once I'm graduated from here, I'm at the cream of the society, I walk into for the public service exam, I qualify. I go to the private exam, I qualify. I make my cap up to 50K or 70K at the beginning. Why should I think anything else? But end of the day, if you do that, maybe in 5 years' time, 10 years' time, 25 years' time, once you finish up your career, you end up could be 10 times of what you start. That's it. So that's the destination. But today, as you are the best of the best, you are fortunate, the government and the nation, from one of the poor people in investing on you. Please do spend some of your time, very methodical, to be one of those entrepreneurs who can really change everything. Yourself, your academy, and the society, what we are looking at. What our Honorable Vice Chancellor started his speech with great name of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the great name of Sheikh Hasina. Well, probably he is one of the leaders of this country who was probably not the leader of Bangladesh, who was a poet of politics of the global citizen. And we had Rabindranath in 1913, who got the Nobel Prize, first man whole of Asia. There was no aeroplane to take his Gitanjali to Nobel Committee. It was some of his white friends so influenced and imaged that took his script, submitted that he got a Nobel. One of you can be the future Rabindranath, future Bangabandhu from this environment, and this is nothing impossible. If you only believe that you can be, it is possible. Well, gentlemen, let's have the challenges at this moment here. Let's now think about the entrepreneurship. If you go by the academic definition, it's very simple. An entrepreneur is he who wants to start up a business and make a success commercially and financially. Now, let me go back to those 2 words, expectation, entrepreneur. Why most of the expected entrepreneurs fail? Because they do not really care about 2 things. If you always think individually to get a financial success and putting yourself in a position in this society very big, believe on me, you are likely to fail. You have to always think, first condition, whatever idea that I'm going to generate, that must change the world. That must be for the being of the human beings, for the being of the human civilization. Automatically success would come. Automatically your thoughts and the ideas would be very nicely implicated. Well, the question of entrepreneurship once comes, most of the time, well, people think Y factor, X factor, A factor, B factors. And mostly people think idea. Then people think funding. Then people think the end consumer, the markets. And most of the people, they think idea plays a very vital role. It's more than 50%. Or sometimes people think it's 75%. But believe on me, if there are top 5 list of the entrepreneurship, idea would probably be number 3. Then what could be the number 2 good things, which has rating more than ideas? That is a team. A team has to really wrap up the idea in the correct way. And then what could be the 4th thing? The 4th thing could be the team with the idea comes up with a business module to take it to the end consumer. That could be the right number 4. That is the business moduling, the business methodology. And then what is the last one, 5th one? The 5th one will be funding. But most of us will think, there is no money, we cannot start a business. There is no money, we cannot make a team. There is no money, we cannot really go for a business model. Forget it. Believe me, funding is the least important thing. If you have a good idea led up by a good team, and if you have a good business model, you are on. People will just chase you to fund. Then where is number one? Where is number one? What is number one thing? The number one thing, ladies and gentlemen, I will say is timing. Timing is the most important thing. You may have the best idea, you may have the best team, you may have the best business module, you may have a good market, but your product will not be sold. Just let me give an example. The successful company Uber, Airbnb. Can you think how funny? The largest taxi company, they don't have a single taxi in their own inventory. The largest hotel operator, they don't have a single room of their own, but they are the largest. How could they become? It's time. Once the world had the worst possible recession, that is the time Airbnb thought, well, let's catch a segment. Can you ever think you are outletting your apartment to an intruder with no security coverage? It could be a terrorist, it could be a druggist, it could be a fundamentalist. But people accepted. Why? Because the world was in a top recession. Believe me, the world was in a top recession. People had been fighting there day and night to make the family budgeting. Children's tuition fee, wife's entertainment, personal medical needs. They could not afford to do that. So they thought this is the best opportunity. So they jumped into the Airbnb concept. Everybody rented out their smallest spaces. So did the Uber. Everybody thought with the recession to survive. Had a car, let's try part-time, use my talents. Then they found it's better than full-time. Why not to be a full-time? The company became successful. These are the success stories. So as these are the success story, that's why boys and girls, believe me, that's why they succeeded. It is not the time, it is the only time. Time is the only essence if you can. So in that perspective, if I say, please give yourself some time to think while we are moving in the science and technology world. Every day we are abusing the nature and the environment with the development of science and technology. Out of that, the environment and the nature is becoming hostile to us. Are we in a position to face these natural climates in the coming days? Perhaps not. Give some thought about it. Because whole world, by the global leaders, they are now thinking how to live this world in a very healthy and nicely way. So give some thought about some creative idea to face the world in a new way, to go back to the world of values, not only the values, don't run for money only. In the business setup, please don't think that you want to be a moneyed man. Because if you want to be a moneyed man, I'm sure you are going to destroy yourself. I come from a very valued family. My father every day in the dining table to all our brothers and sisters is to say, my son, don't want to be a rich man, try to be a great man. So I was young, I didn't understand. One day I was a little mature at the age of 20. One day I asked my father, what is the difference between a rich man and a great man? My father said, son, if you have money, you are a rich man. Anybody can have money. Then I said, what is a great man? He said, well, you must have sufficient money to live your life decently. And then you must have enough integrity and honesty to get your dignity. I said, then? He said, then you must have enough knowledge to understand the world and to enjoy your money if you have many, and to enjoy your dignity and honor if the society and everybody gives you more. So these three makes you a great man. It is money, it is honesty, dignity, it is the knowledge. So please, whatever the idea you generate and you want to roll out and make the teamship, please put some target. You want to be a great man, not a man with money, where values are not important, value is only important. If you keep that, I believe entrepreneurship would be easy for you. But coming back to today's subject, incubator of these premises, I'm very happy to see that. Mostly, all of us know about the word incubator. It was mostly common from egg to chicken. And then it was common to premature baby, put in the incubator, give him good treatment and get him all right. ultimately what is done there? It is creating an environment. For egg to be a chicken, you create an environment. Premature baby, incubator is an environment. The policy making people of the government, they are trying to give you the best of the best environment, giving you a building. Believe on me, you really don't need that. It is probably will take another 6 months to 1 year. You can start your thinking right sitting here in this audience from today. You don't need it, okay? Incubator, you know what is the best incubator for the young people? Incubator is in between your classroom to your lab. You know, in the classroom, what you do? You go by the textbook, lesson-oriented, teachers-student interaction. Thereby, you make yourself a brilliant guy. But what do you do in the class? Amongst your colleagues, whether senior, junior, you become a bilateral, two-partisan discussion with an equal platform. The word is a adda, but maybe of my age, people here in 50s, those are sitting, they will all say once we were a student of school, college, we all come from a middle class background. We came up with our best of the best things in life from our addas. So incubator is between class to club, is the center point is incubator. So make your teacher your good friends, make your friends your good friends in the club, in the teaching room, your teachers, and whatever the ideas comes to both sides, sit with teachers, sit with students, try to wrap up something. Believe on me, there will be no problem of getting a funding. And then, as the HY head is here, the Vice Chancellor and the Director High-Tech Park is here, and I'm very happy to my brother Aminu, who had been very passionate and for meeting me going to Dhaka, and all of them are here. I will just tell you, in order to make this entrepreneurship or best use of the incubator, the team you need, the participation of Kuwait as the incubator inside Kuwait and high-tech part, you have to give them a dividends, because without interest dividends, it is very difficult for any venture to get sustained. And you should engage some companies who are really capable of handling taking the ideas and putting to the fund people and making a good shape up to whole thing and taking to the end user. So everybody you must see must be a win-win situation so that it takes proper shape. I will be very happy to discuss this matter with the Honorable Director of the High-Tech Park and HY Director and the Honorable Vice Chancellor and teachers in some other casual discussion. But before I end, I will just suddenly and very politely and humbly say, is it possible that we restrict the word engineers to path to entrepreneurship instead of that yoke to entrepreneur? Because the portrait of yoke, the goal of yoke is much bigger than anything here. Where you can say engineering could be the tools to go there. Okay? If you can think of my these two words, could be in a little bigger portrait. Before I end, I would say, if my these talks make some sense to all of you, then please think that whatever our great poet Rabindranath Tagore said, "Amar sonar bangla, ami tomar bhalobasi," whatever Bangabandhu said, "Ebare Sangram, Mukti Sangram, Ebare Sangram, Sadhinatar Sangram," all these you can achieve. I cannot. I am already 54. But you are young, you are our future generation. You can take us to a place where we get the freedom of our financial sector, where we get the freedom of our mind to really have the right patriotism to love Bangladesh, not love A, B, C, D. We love Bangladesh. Thank you very much. Thanks for giving a good passion sharing. Assalamu alaikum.